If you've run ads before and got a ton of names, people that opted in, and then nothing happened after that, you're not alone. There's a simple way to change that. That's what we're going to get into today. I talk to a lot of business owners that say ads don't work or my ads aren't working. And the problem a lot of times isn't their ad. What happens after they click on the ad, subscribe, or opt in to get the free item for the email address. So if there's no quick follow up, they don't remember who you are or why. So they'll probably just unsubscribe. When there's no quick follow up, people oftentimes forget why they signed up. You're paying for volume, and volume doesn't mean anything. So let's break that cycle. Let's learn what tiny fixes that you could make that will turn these clicks and opt ins into people instead of numbers. One tiny action can change the whole relationship. Hey, how are you? Thank you for signing up. Or asking them a question, acting interested. You are interested, right? A short little nurture sequence, it could be 1, 2, 3 emails, can really change the whole outcome of your new lead. And these aren't big, complicated systems or tasks. They're simple. You're just showing the person that you're a human. Initially, what I'll do when someone says this to me is I will go through their funnel, so each step, and see if I can find any leaks or broken sections. And it's not anything complicated. So if you're wondering if your business is ready to actually do ads and you have all the processes in place to make sure that they convert into customers, you can take the quiz that is in the description down below. Here's the big truth that a lot of people don't really understand about ads, and that is ads aren't really what are making the sales. Ads bring the people or the customers to your world, and then it's up to you, the business owner, to turn them into a sale. It's the follow up that turns the person from curious to, okay, well, tell me more. And when you stop treating leads like transactions and instead treat them like real people and turn them into conversations, that's where the magic happens. It's simple, but most people ignore it. Most people are so excited about their product or their service and they just start throwing money at ads, not really knowing that it's a whole cycle and a whole system. Again, not complicated, that needs to be in place to make everything work together and turn the money that you're giving to the ad into a customer. I worked with someone recently who came to me and wanted just to have a look at her ads and wonder what went wrong. And again, I went through the funnel, meaning I opted in to her page from the ad, and I got my checklist that she was giving, and then there was nothing after that. And then when we got to talking more, it turns out her next step isn't really anything other than, now I have something to sell you and I'm going to email you. That's the problem. This person is brand new to your world. They need to get to know you. They need to start trusting you. They need to like you. They need to believe in you. And if it stops, unless you have something to sell, that isn't the ad's issue, right? So we built a simple follow-up, and just to test, we started running the same ad with follow-up, and it changed things. Other than the follow-up and the funnel and nurturing this person afterwards, nothing changed. And it's not complicated. It doesn't take a whole lot. You just have to have it ready before you start spending the money on the ads. Why spend the money on the ads if there's no follow-up and you just are building this list that's going nowhere? So now that you know, it's not usually an ad problem, but a follow-up problem. Now you can take those cheap leads, that bulk of names that opted in to your newsletter, and turn it around into a real conversation. In the next video, find out how to fix your leads so they're not all just cheap leads, but good leads. Because a cheap lead doesn't necessarily mean a good lead.